A little bit here about the Deus 2 and this WS6. You're going to see some packages probably offered with just the WS6 to be used as a master with a call on this detector. Of course, you can use headphones, and then you can pair this with those new WSA headphones that XP has come out with. So some people may be wondering, they're sort of waiting for these because the packages obviously will be cheaper because you wouldn't get that remote there, okay? So some people may not be aware of this, and I don't believe the user's manual is real clear on this, okay? So what are you not getting if you decide to get just the WS6, the rod, and the call? Okay, what are you not getting that you get with the remote? Now, we know you don't get a backlight, okay? We know this thing is not waterproof like this remote, okay? We know you can't run bone-conductive headphones on this thing, okay? But you basically get everything else, okay? You get the equalizer, ground balance, you get the frequency scan, you can set your tones up. Okay, the biggest differences are you can only save one program, custom program, per program in this WS6. You'll see a number 5 in that window there. That's the park program. I'm going to scroll over. You'll see a 5 with a little man beside it there in that screen. That's my saved program, and you're only allowed one. If you try to save another one in there, it'll ask you, do you want to replace the one you've already saved, okay? So the remote's different there. You can save whatever you want in the empty slots in the remote. Okay, the other difference is you're only allowed one notch in this machine, okay? Meaning you're not going to be able to say, for example, let's say you're hunting in the United States and you want to notch nickels, which would be notch nickels in, which would be 58 to 62, 64, somewhere in that vicinity, okay? You could open that notch on the remote, and then you could start your notch again at 64, 65, run it up to like 84, whatever, and then accept 85 and higher. You can't do that with this. You're only allowed one notch. Now, you can make the notch as big as you want or small as you want, but you're only allowed one, okay? One notch, basically, meaning you can get rid of just one section, as small or big as you choose. Unlike the Deus 2 remote, okay, you're allowed 3. Okay. Okay, the other difference here is on the Deus 1, if you saved a program in the remote on a Deus 1 and it was paired with the WS6, the program would transfer into the WS6, and you could a WS4, and you could take that WS4 and use it in the wild with that program, and you could build programs with your remote on the DS1 with settings not afforded or options not afforded in the WS4, the DS1 WS4. Still, they would load into your WS4 and you could use them in the wild. On this setup here, not happening. Now, all of what I'm saying here is in reference to point 7.1, okay? I'll turn this remote on here because, they could do an update and this could all change, okay? That's the only thing when you try to explain. Point 071, okay? So what I'm talking here, that's what it applies to. So no program transfer between remote and Deus 2 WS6 that I can see, okay? I've tried it, don't work. And what else is there? Probably, okay, in the notch on this program, in this Deus 2 WS6, you can't, it doesn't say it's off. It lets you run it to 00-00, unlike the remote. The remote allows you to turn notch off. You can't turn it off. You don't get the word off in the window of this WS6. So that's your biggest deals right there. No transferable programs. You're only allowed one notch, ever how big or small you want it. That's the two biggies probably. And people, watching or waiting for this machine for it to get cheaper with the reduced components, okay? Well, you may be curious, and I don't think anybody else has done a video about this. Maybe they have it. I just ain't aware, okay? So I just thought I would share this, it might help some people out. I hope you enjoyed.